A point of order, Ruth Dyson.
Point of order. During Jan Logie's contribution, she made the point that the advice to the Select Committee is obviously still with the Select Committee and can't be part of the contribution of the House because the bill is before the Select Committee. This bill that we are debating now has been removed at Select Committee stage from that bill, the Social Security Extension of Young Person Services and Remedial Matters Amendment Bill. So the primary bill remains with the Select Committee. We've got a bit of it here, but we're not able to access the officials' advice. It's not a usual situation, and I wonder if you could give that consideration in some contribution on whether we would be able to get, particularly in the committee stages, access to that officials' advice, just on the part that's relevant to this bill, because that bit is no longer before the Select Committee, the rest of the bill is.
Yeah. I was listening to Jan Logie's comments, and she was, I think, accurate in her summation of the situation, notwithstanding the fact that the chair of the Select Committee has assured us that this bill is substantially the same as in its effect as part of the bill currently being considered by the committee, and in fact he referred to the regulatory impact statement and referred members to that which is available. I am advised that the advice, because it is still with the committee, is not available to this House for continued debate. Now, I think that is a matter which at some stage it would be appropriate for the Standing Orders Committee to have a look at. The other point that I would make is that in the end, the House is the master of its own destiny. And if a member, especially the chair of the Select Committee, thought that there was useful advice available on this the effect of this legislation from departmental officials, then it would be within his right to seek the leave of the House, notwithstanding the particular standing orders and Speaker's rulings, for that material, just that material, to be made available, and I would put it if he so did so. Point of order, Anna King.
I wonder if, having heard your ruling, Mr Speaker, whether you could give some advice, because we are told in the Department Disclosure Statement that there is no regulatory impact statement available, and then we have a regulatory impact statement called Extension of Youth Services February 2015, whether it's possible to direct, because we can't find it in this regulatory impact statement, either one there's not, we're told this is something, we can't find where this part of the bill is mentioned in here.
Well,
so have we got a regulatory impact statement that relates to this part of the legislation or not?
Well, I'm sorry, I did rely on the assurance from the chair of the committee that the regulatory impact statement did cover this particular clause, and I apologise if I misinterpreted him, and that would. If the member's saying that it doesn't and the member said it did, that is a debatable matter on which I'm not going to rule.
Point of order, Mr Speaker.
Point of order, Annette King.
Mr Speaker, I draw your attention to the Department Disclosure Statement, where it says, were any regulatory impact statements provided to inform the policy decision that led to this bill? The answer says no. So I ask you to ask the government to clarify whether we have a regulatory impact statement on this bill or not.
Well, the answer to the member's question is no. I'm not going to ask the government to do anything. It is a matter for them to do something if they so wish. Derek Ball.